name's Brianna and welcome to my channel, Peaches and Gradebooks. I am going to be a second year teacher and surprise, I am actually teaching 5th grade ELA and social studies next year. So I just wanted to come on because I've been getting a lot of stuff for my classroom in transition of moving down. I taught 7th grade ELA for those of you who are new here. First of all, thanks for joining and watching. So my apologies for the background. Unfortunately, I live in a very small apartment and there's not a lot of room to hold stuff. So you're getting a messy background, but we're keeping it real here. So my new county, so I guess back up. So I am switching not only schools and grade levels, but I'm also switching counties. So my county is going to be going for the first 2 weeks. We're going to be virtually learning, and then we're supposed to be on an AB hybrid schedule until further notice after that. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of get stuff and get prepared just in case, you know, we get to go virtual, but we have to come back to the building and teach. I kind of would prefer that because my apartment's not the best place for it. But, yeah, let me just kind of show you guys what I'm got. So I've got stuff from Michael's. I got stuff from Target because the dollar spot is starting to put stuff out for back to school. And I also got some stuff from Dollar Tree. So I'll start with the stuff from Michael's first. So I got 4 of these scrapbooking bins, and they were, I want to say, like $4 for one. And I am teaching on the block class schedule, so I'll have 2 ELA classes and 2 social studies classes. So what I plan on using these for is turn-in bins. So I've already kind of gone through and made some labels, and what I'm going to do is just kind of put them here, and then they'll be open like, here we go, just opening in the wrong spot here, and they're going to be open like this, and students can put their work in here. So that's the plan for those, and again, those were, I think, $4 for one. These I'm going to use for maybe like task cards or like vocab flash cards or something to that nature. These were, I want to say, like $2. And then I got these for pencils, just to kind of have, like, if students need extra pencils. But I think my team and I have done we've created a system for pencils, but just in case they need extra pencils. And then I have a 10 thing rolling cart. I'll have a spot for extra pencils outside of that. And then these next couple items, I got these little chalkboard clothespins, and I got clothespins. And so what I want to do with these is I'm going to have student work up on the wall, and I had, because that was kind of part of the standard based classroom, they wanted us to have student work up. And what I did last year was I put just like not bulletin board paper, construction paper, there's the word, construction paper, and I taped it to the wall, and that wasn't really effective, like getting it on and off. So I'm going to label these by my block and then put the construction paper on the wall, and then have these and just clip them, and that way I can remove them and they won't get damaged. So that's everything from Michael's. And I also want to say this is not all in like one day trip, like this has been accumulative. So next we're going to move to Target. So these I saw and I was really excited about. So these are dry erase activity boards, and I'll show you the back. These were $7. And they had some for math and they had some for ELA. So we've got like timeline, plan your story, the 5 W's, draw conclusions, make predictions, informative writing, outlining, topic triangle. The big one's the story map. And then on this one, we've got Venn diagrams. Love Venn diagrams. Y'all probably can't see me. We've got, and then kind of some more graphic organizers here. And what I like these for is my school does expect us to do small groups, but obviously with the coronavirus, there's a possibility always of going virtual. So I really like these because they're dry erase, and as you can see, I can hold them up to the camera. So I think these would be really good for virtual learning if we end up going back full time at home virtual. So I really like these. And again, these were $7. So I picked those up. And I think I said this before, but they had math ones as too if you teach math. And then next, I got these reading tracker bookmarks. So that's the front. And there's the back. These were $1 and there's 30 of these. So thinking I'm going to have about 40 students. That's normally how many we would have total, but again, with virtual learning, we don't know for sure yet. So I really like these because you can do the date, you can do the minutes. And then these, when I saw, I was so excited to have these, and I wish I had them last year. So these are trackers. These are also $1, and these come in a pack of 10. But side note, these come in a pack of 30. So I wish I had more so each student could get one, but I have a class set for 20. So these are plastic tracker bookmarks. And what you would do is for students, because I noticed with a lot of my students last year, even with 7th grade, they were struggling readers. And I noticed, like, if you take a piece of paper and you have students read line by line, that helps. These would have been so useful last year. So I'm very excited to get them because what you see this clear part here, you have the line in the clear part and this blocks it out, and then you move it down as students read each line. Again, I really wish I would have had these last year because the couple of times I did the paper trick with like 1 or 2 of my students are like, oh my gosh, that's so helpful. So this is some low cost, low tech assistive technology right here. Highly recommend those. I got this wire mesh supply caddy. This was $5. So I would like to put this on my desk and put like pins and highlighters and expo markers and that kind of thing. So pretty self-explanatory for that. I got 2 packs of these from Michaels. Then I got 5 of these mini erasers to use as prizes. My school is a PBIS rewards school, so I thought maybe I should start stocking up on things that are going to go in my class store. For those of you who are not familiar with PBIS, PBIS actually has an app now, and part of the app actually has a store, so each teacher can make their own class store. So I thought these would be good to put in there. A little fun. Then these are bookmarks, and I want to say I got 2 of those. Maybe I did. So I got this bookmark. This is a pack of 30, and it says stuck on a word. Does it make sense? Does it sound right? Does it look right? Think about the story. Sound it out. Does the word look like another word you know? Ask for help. And then on the back it says words I'd like help with. So again, very helpful. I'm hoping I can go back to Target and find those again. Find another pack just so I have enough for all my students. Then I got these adhesive labels, these square labels, and then I also got these thin ones. And these were $3. Again, just for labeling things. Because my labels that I did last year did not stay well. They didn't last through the year. So I figured these would work out a bit better. And then I got bulletin board borders. These were $1. And the way I would like to set up my boards this year, I want to have an ELA border, a social studies border, or social studies section, excuse me, an ELA section, social studies section. And then we have an enrichment section as well. So we have enrichment at our school it's called Enrich and Remediate. So we can help students on topics they're struggling in, or we can enrich them, so do like some project-based learning. So it's kind of like a Genius Hour kind of. So I want to do that with this. So this would be my, I think my enrichment section, maybe. That or social studies. I'm not sure yet. I haven't found any cute borders for social studies, so I'm going to go to Schoolbox and see if they have something. All right. I've been wanting these for a minute, and I was going to cave and purchase them on Amazon, but then I saw that Target had them, and I was like, you know what, we're going to get these. So these were $3. I got 4 of them, and these are these tap lights. So the common way I've seen people use tap lights has been for the voice levels, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't do voice levels right last year, but like it wasn't really all that effective. So what I'm going to use these for, if we're allowed to do groups at some point this year, I want to do 4 groups, and then each group has their own light. And if they have a question, they can just hit the light and I can see it instead of them sitting there like raising their hand and be like, oh my gosh, Miss Brown, Miss Brown, Miss Brown. They can just hit the light and then I'll see it and I'll be able to come to them. So that's the idea. Again, I may not be able to use these right away, but it'll be nice to have them. And then last thing from the dollar section, I just got these posters from $3. So it says, inspiration is all around you. And there's a light bulb here, and it says everything new is hard at first. So there's about 5 of these. So I figured that would be kind of like nice little motivational quotes to kind of go up over my smart board, whiteboard, whatever it is they give me. All right, and unfortunately, because this is just the times we live in, I got this mask. This was $4. There's actually 2 of them in here. They came in like pink and they came in blue. And they're just little cloth masks. So what I'm planning on doing, because I do have the paper, I guess the regular mask, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and get a set for 5 days and then just wash them every week. And then I may get some like extra masks, like a set of 40 of the paper ones, and then just have them like just in case a student, you know, gets something on theirs and they need an extra one. So I got those. So I have 2 of those, and then I have 2 cute ones I got from Vashante Harrison. Love her illustrations. If you don't follow her on social media, please do. Like, she's awesome. I love her. And I got 2 of those. And then I'm thinking there's one other company that I found online that looks like they make really nice masks, so I may order. So I have like 5. And then I got some hand sanitizer. Unfortunately, I had more, and Target was like, hey, we're limiting you to 1. So, but then I was talking to my mom, and she was saying, well, my Target told me it was 3. So I think it may depend on your area. But this is a 16 fluid ounce. So I'm hoping to like every so often go and just like when I go to Walmart, like I have stuff from Walmart. Actually, I didn't put my Walmart stuff in here. Oh well. I got 2 bottles from Walmart. And then like I go Target, pick up a bottle. So I have extras, and hopefully that'll last me for a minute. I don't know if the school is going to give us, you know, we don't know yet. There's a lot of unknowns. Also, sorry if like the lighting kind of gets weird. My apartment lighting is really, really weird. Okay. So we have to do, again, sorry, ignore the background. We do door decorations, which was not a thing last year when I taught middle school. Like, we didn't do door decorations. So I got these from the Target actual school section, and these are from Schoolgirl Style. And what I want to do with these, it says on the back, like, you can use them for, like, cubby tags and game pieces and desk tags, name tags, awards, job assignments. But I want to actually do this as like a back to school door and put like all of my homeroom students' names on here. So there's 36 pieces and they come in these colors down here, which are really cute. They're really fun. And then I got some cardstock letters. So, and I want to do that with my door too. Have like a cute little thing. Then I got this Pocket 7 pocket expanding organizer. And so here's what I want to do with these. Last year, when we were handing out report cards and how our system was that there were two copies. There was a white copy and then there was a color copy. The white copy went home and had to be signed, and then the students would get the color copy. And we did that for every report card, progress report. And it got to the point where it wasn't organized enough for me, so that's what I'm using this for, is to organize all that stuff. And then lastly, from Target, I saw these notebooks. They were like $2.50 in the school section, and I consider my style to be very kind of like Southern prep. I just thought these were cute. I had no use for them, so there's that. And then we're coming to the end here. Dollar Tree. So obviously everything that comes from Dollar Tree is $1. So we're again just picking at random here. So I have here these sight words. And I like these. I have the ELA, but there's like a couple different versions. There's like the basic sight words. There were some sight words I got last year, like closer actually to the end of the school year. And I say school year, meaning before we shut down. And they had like they had adjectives and verbs for word walls. And so I saw these and I thought, ooh, these would be good for social studies. So they've got anthropology. Okay, that's embarrassing. Excuse me. Astronomy, Cape, cartography, city, climate, content, country, county, delta, exploration, geography, island, landform, language, map, natural resources, ocean, peninsula, prairie, province, region, river, savanna, state, territory, time zones, town, tundra, and wetland. So there's about 30 of those in here. And again, I thought this would be good for word walls. So I am not sure fully kind of how my school wants us to set it up. Everything, I know for us, we were very much told like we had to have a standard-based classroom. So that means our board had to be a certain way. We had to have a word wall. We had to have a data wall, that sort of thing. So I'm assuming because the counties are like right next to each other, it's going to be similar. So I figured I'd go ahead and stack up on these. And then obviously I'll add to the word wall with sentence strips, but I figure like those would be nice basics to start out with. So then I got these decoration sheets. And so this one says Fast Learner. And that one comes in a pack of 36. You did it, and I didn't realize this came only in a pack of 10, so I may go back and get those. And then this little watermelon, which comes in a pack of 36. And again, I figured I could just use these on my door. Because the whole decorating the door thing is something I'm excited to do, but it's also making me kind of nervous. Because like the crafty part, I love being crafty, but I'm not the most skilled at it, if it makes sense. Next, I got this pocket chart scheduler, and I went ahead and already made like the slips and things that are going to come in. I just need to make sure they're correctly measured. The only downside to this is I'm looking at it and it says it has a navy one on here. My room colors, I'm going to do like gold. If you can see back there, the anchor chart, this is learning stuff. The anchor chart back there, like kind of like that yellow, and then this navy blue. So this is a tad bit too light, but I didn't see a blue one, and I didn't want to get a different color. So we'll hold on to this for now. But I want to have this at the front of my room. This one, is an educational poster. So it's got proofreading reminders and then let's write. So excited about these. I think the biggest struggle I had last year was writing. And I think I'm going to do a video about things I learned in my first year, kind of one of those videos. But I just kind of, and I think a lot of people do this, they naturally assume things when you're in your first year of teaching, or you kind of assume things when you're in, start over. You kind of tend to assume things about your students that they should have already learned. And I think that's a mistake a lot of us make as first year teachers. Like, oh, okay, they're in 7th grade, so they should already know how to write a 7-paragraph essay. And I found with a lot of my students, like even going through and proofreading wasn't something they were taught. So I want to really make sure that my students they really know how to proofread their own work, and they really know the writing process before they get to middle school. Because I feel like, one, with the ELA block, it's really long. I think it's like 90 minutes. Whereas when you get to middle school, at least in my experience, the time is almost half that. So I want to really make sure my students know how to pre-write, how to do the whole writing process, how to proofread their own stuff. So I think that's going to be very important. I got these neon Starburst. They come in 3 different sizes, and I got this for my door too. And then I got these poster board. To be honest, I just thought they were cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. And it's $1, so I'll find some use for it. And then I got, last thing, is this alphabet border, and I love the pencils on it. I got some border. Y'all don't sleep on Dollar Tree, first of all, because Dollar Tree has some cute stuff. There was some bulletin board border I got from Dollar Tree that was books, and it had different size books, and it was the cutest thing, and that's what I'm going to outline my ELA board with. Or if I may have like 4 different sections and do like an ELA, or do like a reading, have a writing board. That's what I ended up doing last year. I had my writing board, and that never changed. Like, it had like most commonly used words and phrases and verbs, adjectives, like that kind of stuff on it. And I'm going to add those posters I showed y'all. And then I did a reading section. So, yeah, that's all. Again, my apologies for the background. I kind of just decided to spur of the moment film because I had a lot of stuff. I do want to say, I can't remember, I think her name was Kia-ish on Instagram, and she was saying, it's great to get all this cute stuff from Target and, make sure your classroom's really cute and decorated. But we have to make sure we're getting things that are going to actually help our students and, make sure everything we get is going to be culturally responsive. I've been doing a lot of work. I had a class this summer. I'm in grad school also. Probably should have mentioned that at the beginning of the video. I'm an MAT student, so I had a class on culturally responsive pedagogies and culturally responsive teaching this year. And so that's something I'm more mindful of. But, you gotta get the cute little stuff. You're like, oh, this is like Dog Man, and this is, ice cream tickles. That stuff is cute. But make sure when you're getting these stuff that they serve a purpose. And I thought that was really important. I'll link the Instagram post in the description below. But again, I think this is really cute to help build vocabulary, or this is really great to build vocabulary, and it is cute too. Yes, it's fine to have like a cute decorated classroom and have like a theme, but I also want to make sure anything I put in my classroom is going to help my students. I really want to make my teaching this year more meaningful. I feel kind of based on everything that went on last year, my lessons weren't as meaningful. So everything I get, I want to make sure it's going to be empowering, it's going to be inspiring, but again, it's going to be meaningful and it's going to mean something to my students, and my students are actually going to want to do it and they're going to want to learn. So that's all I have. I think I'm going to do a couple more videos too, just because now grad school is over for the semester. Thankfully, it looks like I'm going to pass with all A's, which is great considering I've been at home. And just kind of talk about my experience last year and, you know, things I want to do differently this upcoming year. So stick around, please subscribe and hit that like button. Follow me on social media at Twitter at Peaches and Grades, and then on Instagram at Peaches and Grade Books. Bye, guys.